Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me at tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's your pricing purchase question line, direct from you to me and my crew, tmosso@thewatchbox.com, for your pricing questions about this or any watch you see here on Watchbox Reviews. And today we're discussing the Grand Seiko GMT, the automatic GMT SBGM021, stainless steel 39.5mm with lacquer ivory dial. It is a handsome and vintage inflected modern 3-day automatic travel watch, or GMT. Now the watch, of course, wears compact on my 16cm circumference wrist. We'll get a sense of its fit. It's a 14.1mm thick watch that actually sits lower because it has a little bit of a bowl-shaped case back, and from lug to lug a very reasonable 46.8mm, so I have no issues here. I can recommend this for a 13cm circumference wrist. The spacing between the lugs is 19mm if you wish to replace the OEM strap, but I suggest you stick with it because it's of high quality. It is remarkably supple. Gator on the top, you can see it's black matte finish, monotone stitch folded edge, and then on the bottom it's calfskin, but it is milky supple. I don't know how they do this on a new strap, but if you felt a catcher's mitt after years of play, it's basically that. It is almost butter in leather form. Now, because this is a vintage-inspired Grand Seiko, you want to note that they are holistic about the effect, and even the buckle itself has been designed to emulate the early 1960s Grand Seiko models that came first out of the gate. Remember, the brand came out in 1960. The case itself features the famed Zaratsu black polish, and what I love here is that it is a rounded case. I don't want to downplay the importance of some of the faceted black polished Zaratsu finished cases. Those are impressive, but executing mirrored sheen on a rounded surface is just objectively tougher to do, and Grand Seiko artisans do it here. There's nary a straight line. As you can see, the finish is designed to be uncompromising, and you can see my camera reflected. There is no distortion right here. It is optically perfect like a mirror. This is done by holding the case to be milled directly against the spinning tin surface on the Zalitz machine that is used for this effect. Now, of course, this is a vintage-inspired case with minimal lug profiles and a little bit of a pot-bellied look. So the timepiece is modern in its fit, finish, and materials, and it is a little bit vintage in its overall aesthetic, and that's a good combination. The dial features a slightly box-section sapphire designed to evoke a vintage plexiglass, and then the hands as well as the indices are micrometrically faceted, satin-finished, and polished. They are like little jewels executed manually in their own right by artisans who only create these tiny pieces against diamond-tipped milling equipment. Now, the hands at center feature faceted edges and black polished tops, and you can see that. There's also a blued steel GMT hand hiding underneath. The local hand is 12-hour, the GMT hand is 24-hour, and as you can see, I'm able to set them independently. I'm even able to drive the date forward or backwards as I cross the international date line, while the watch keeps keeping time until I hack the seconds and stop the balance, and now I can adjust everything in sync and synchronize to a reference time. A high-grade dial with that ivory lacquer base, and then of course the applique indices and immaculately finished Seiko logo, Grand Seiko logo, indices, and the aperture for the date. Now, the printing for the 24-hour scale, which is inboard of the hours, that's actually in blue. So we have silver, ivory, black, and blue on this dial. Turn it all over. We have manufacturer caliber 9S66. Now, you might ask, how manufactured is this movement? And I would answer, the shock protection, the pivot stones, and even the lube are made by Grand Seiko and Seiko. Now, this timepiece, 30 meters water resistant, is a sporty watch, but perhaps not a sports watch. The movement, automatic winding with a 3-day power reserve, beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour, 35 joules, dual time, stop seconds, and uniquely adjusted to 6 positions. This is uncommon, as Swiss chronometers must be adjusted to 5 positions to pass the COSC. Grand Seiko adjusting to 6 positions above and beyond the industry standard. And these watches extraordinarily accurate to no worse than -3 plus 5 seconds per day. Remember, the COSC standard is -4 plus 6. This is the 9S66, and of course the watch, a manufactured product inside and out, has a true pedigree from one of the truly great vertically integrated manufacturers in the world. Grand Seiko, giving you a handmade watch that you can purchase used for under $4,000. That's as good as it gets. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.